Okay, welcome everybody. So, this is a public hearing for 23 bills, and these bills will improve government transparency and financial transparency. They will make the city greener, and they will clarify the relationship between law enforcement and the community. The bills are numbered as follows: Intro 773B, Intro 778A, Intro 1066A, Intro 1176A, and then Intro 1307A, Intro 1316A, Intro 1322A, Intro 1337A. Then we have Intro 1379A, Intro 1436A, Intro 1443A, Intro 1558A. Then we have Intro 1565A, Intro 1568A, Intro 1569A, and Intro 1630A. Next, we have Intro 1638A, Intro 1639A, Intro 1644A, and Intro 1652A. And finally, Intro 1685, Intro 1698, and Intro 1724A. The City Council has been very busy. So I want to thank the Speaker of the City Council, Melissa Mark Viverito, who's also the sponsor of Intros 1558A and 1724A, Chancellor Carmen Farina of DOE, Social Services Commissioner Steve Banks, NYPD Commissioner Jimmy O'Neill, Finance Commissioner Jacques Jiha, HPD Commissioner Maria Torres Springer, EDC President James Patchett, Small Businesses Commissioner Greg Bishop, Consumer Affairs Commissioner Lorelei Salas, Buildings Commissioner Rick Chandler, Mayor's Office for Contract Services Director Michael O., Mayor's Office of Sustainability Director Mark Chambers, Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs Acting Commissioner Bita Mustafi, and from the City Council, want to thank Councilmember Danny Drum, Chair of the Education Committee and sponsor of Intro 1565A, Councilmember Steve Levin, Chair of the General Welfare Committee, Councilmember Jalissa Ferreras Copeland, Chair of the Finance Committee and sponsor of Intro 1698. Excuse me. Councilmember David Greenfield, Chair of the Land Use Committee, Councilmember Jamani Williams, Chair of the Housing and Buildings Committee and sponsor of Intro 1307A, Councilmember Costa Constantinides, Chair of the Environmental Protection Committee, Councilmember Elizabeth Crowley, Chair of the Fire and Criminal Justice Committee, Councilmember Carlos Menchaca, Chair of the Immigration Committee, Councilmember Dan Gorodnick, Chair of the Economic Development Committee and sponsor of Intro 1316A, Councilmember Corey Johnson, sponsor of Intro 1322A, Councilmember Helen Rosenthal, Chair of the Committee on Contracts and sponsor of Intro 1337A. Councilmember Rafael Espinal, Chair of the Consumer Affairs Committee and sponsor of Intro 1066A, 1568A, and 1652A. Councilmember Vanessa Gibson, Chair of the Public Safety Committee and sponsor of Intro 1569A. Councilmember Ben Kalo, sponsor of Intro 773B, 1176A, and 1638A. Councilmember Rosie Mendez, sponsor of Intro 778A. Councilmember Richie Torres, sponsor of Intro 1379A and 1443A. Councilmember Steve Matteo, sponsor of Intro 1436A. Councilmember Lori Cumbo, sponsor of Intro 1630A. Councilmember Peter Koo, sponsor of Intro 1639A. Councilmember Donovan Richards, sponsor of Intro 1644A. And Councilmember Margaret Chin, sponsor of Intro 1685. With that, we have one individual signed up for public testimony right over here at the microphone, Alex Camarda. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, from reInvent Albany.
That is correct. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you for the opportunity to testify today. I'm here on behalf of reInvent Albany, which, as you may know, is a good government organization. We are, as the name suggests, focused on Albany. But there's a number of bills that are up for your consideration today that we wanted to highlight because we think they're actually very important. One of which is Intro 1176A, the KALOS bill. This complements work already done on the open data portal. It would require budget documents to be placed in the open data portal in a machine-readable format. That will allow third-party entities to download that information, do analyses on the budget, and we think that will be helpful for the public to better understand the budget and also to scrutinize government spending more. Three other bills are of interest to us. They are Intro 1337A, Councilmember Rosenthal, Intro 1316A, Councilmember Gorodnick, and Intro 1322A, Councilmember Johnson. All of these bills together will make economic development spending more transparent. In particular, Intro 1337A, the Rosenthal bill, actually makes particular projects known to the public, not only where those projects take place and the companies receiving the benefits from the city, but also the jobs that are created and the different types of jobs by industry, whether those jobs are full-time, permanent, part-time. This is actually model legislation for what we are trying to pass in Albany, which we call a database of deals, in response to the corruption indictments that have occurred there. And so it will be very helpful for us during the legislative session to point to this bill as a model for what Albany should do. So we thank you for that, and we thank you for your consideration of these bills today.
Thank you very much, and I like your title of your organization, Albany Needs a Lot of Reinventing.
We agree.
All right, thanks for your comments. Just going to say a few words in Spanish, summarizing the bills that are before us today. Hoy hemos tenido una audiencia pública para 23 leyes. Con estas leyes mejoramos la transparencia financiera y del gobierno, promovemos un mejor medio ambiente y aclaramos la relación entre la comunidad y las fuerzas de orden público. With that, I will make clear that we will be doing an actual signing of legislation at a later date, but this satisfies the public hearing element of the equation. So I want to thank everyone who is here today and look forward to seeing you at the bill signing. This hearing is now adjourned. Thanks so much.